Okay, I don't think that we're live yet, but I was thinking that what I'll do is I'm gonna do a little light worker message today, and I will do card pulls if there's anybody wanting to know questions. So here I'm gonna start shuffling the light workers deck and asking spirits, angels, guides, ancestors, archangels, ascended masters, and all that is coming from love and light to please help me today give a clear, accurate message for the collective about light worker messages. I realized the other night, last night, like I've done all these readings for the eclipse and I haven't once tapped into the light worker energy. So I thought I better do that. So let's see what's coming in for us. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for hitting the like button. Okay. Soul family. This is about calling in your soul family. It's about finding those people that are like-minded so that you don't have to feel like you're alone, you know? Like this is the period of time where spirit is like guiding us together, the light workers, you know, so that we can have people with like mind coming toward us is what I feel like. Yeah. Because I feel like we're being asked to let go of things, you know. We have the Libra in South Node in Libra. So we're going to be, you know, asked to leave behind like people pleasing tactics and follow our authentic self, you know. And I feel like there's things that we have to let go of. The crumbling card is here, you know. So I will clarify that and see exactly what they're talking about for us, like what we're clinging to. The other one is getting grounded. Get grounded, highly sensitives, connect with nature. So if you're somewhere where it's kind of cold or whatever, you can do it. You can get grounded inside, you know. But don't forget the power of nature and what it really brings to us, right? Calm and peace and connectedness. It's like when you're sitting outside in the, like, let's say in the forest or something, you know, there's some kind of connection that happens. So I feel like, you know, they're actually asking us to do that, you know, connect with nature, because we're going to have to let go of some things and we're going to have to feel that connection, you know, not just with, well, first of all, you have people coming toward you. So be ready for that. Be prepared for that. Be prepared to welcome them with open arms. So let me see if I can get some more messages here for the collective about the light worker journey. Birthing a new age. See what I mean? Like there's a big change coming in. This is called birthing a new age, but it says dreaming a new world into being, you know? It's almost like this deck, like whenever I read in this deck, it's like collectively we have a lot of power. We have a lot of power on our own, but when we have others coming in that are like-minded, that are also connected, I mean, I feel like things get more clear, you know? So I feel like there's a lot of us that are needing to set boundaries with people, you know? Like there's a lot of people, and let's face it, we have some kind of connection, you know, we have some kind of empathic knowledge. And I feel like our knowledge, our awareness of that soul piece grows daily, you know? And so I feel like, you know, this getting grounded, I feel like is one way, like you are setting boundaries for yourself because you're alone in this picture. You're connecting into nature. the other spirit realms, right? And there's people reaching for you because I feel like it's because they see your power, they see your abilities, you know. So there could be people just coming at you, and when we're very first starting into the empath path or whatever, we don't know what to do with all that energy, you know. What do we do with other people's energy? It just comes right into us, whether it's fear or panic or whatever, you know. So I feel like it's important to get grounded with nature, connect in with that higher realm, right? And I feel like this is telling us we're on a double mission. We're here to uplift humanity. We're here to raise the vibration with our own and help people understand how to do that, how to transmute energy, right? And also, you're chosen to like be a messenger, you know? So I just feel like, yeah, what's this at the bottom? High Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? There's your other message. Like, this is a pretty cool message. It's like you're being asked to get grounded, to call in and be ready for the soul family to come in because something new is happening. Like, we're creating some kind of new way of living, new way of life. And there's going to be people reaching for us. We have to be very grounded and very protective of our own energy while we help them. So I feel like I need to clarify a couple of these cards. How's it going, Nick? Um, hello. Hello from India. Welcome, welcome. It's my favorite. It's like my big bucket list place, India. I'd love to go there. Okay, so tell me about the crumbling. Tell me what exactly it is, like on a collective. Like, what are we needing to let go of? You're needing to let go of the South Node because it's telling me that you're being put on your North Node, and that's really obvious right now with all the planets in Aries, including the North Node, right? So, what's the South Node? The South Node's in Libra, so it would be like people pleasing sort of tendencies. Like, we got to make everything right. It's up to us. It's our job, and this is your time, like right now, to kind of like let go of that feeling of you have to change everything. Obviously, you don't. You know, it's not your job. Um, I feel like there's some kind of like regret that we're all carrying around, like something that we've done, you know, something we feel like we need to forgive ourselves for, right? It's anything like that, any kind of regret, because that doesn't fit with our North Node, you know, especially when it's in Aries right now, because that's actually, I mean, Aries is the emperor, so it's kind of a sign of being independent, you know, knowing your independence, you know. So I kind of feel like that's kind of what needs to like be let go of, is like any kind of notion that you've, you know, ever really done anything that wasn't part of your plan. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, you know, for a while we were taught this way about sin and like how it stops us from being with God or whatever like that. And that is not the message anymore. You know, like, we don't have to beat ourselves up for anything. We don't have to have regret. In fact, I feel like more than anything, like, we need to let go of the regret and we need to embrace the lesson, you know, and understand like what it really gave us. Um, because I would imagine that if you were needing to leave something behind, like say, I need to fix everything for everyone, Libra and South Node, you know, it's up to me to make everything right. And the North Node is pulling you and saying, like, no, it's up to you to take the lead in your own life. You know, stand up and be who you are, be your more authentic self. You know what I mean? Oh, thank you. Oh, good. How's that going for you, Nick? Oh, thank you. I love you guys too. Thank you for being so positive this morning. I am going to pull cards today with that sunshine on there. That's the signal. So if you guys have questions, go ahead and put them in the chat, and I'll look at them and pull cards for you as soon as I'm finished with this light worker message, because I feel like it's important, because we have all these planets in Aries pulling us to be Emperor energy, the leader. You know, he is the leader. He knows his divine essence. He doesn't apologize for being himself. You know, he loves himself. And don't forget what else the emperor can do, like in the tarot, as far as like that goes. And it's directly connected with Aries, which is where all the planets are right now. Not all of them, but most of them, like a lot, five, maybe five. But I just feel like it's calling us to like step up into our own power and feel that independence, that ability to manifest, right? And what I see here, like in this message, is like there's a group being gathered, you know, and we're part of it. I mean, if you're watching this and you're connecting in with these readings, these are for us. We're the soul family, right here on this channel, you know, and other channels too. But like, I just feel like, you know, we're being guided together right here, for a calling, and it's about channeling spirit, and it's also about helping raise the vibration by raising our own. And then what happens with that is a new age, a new, because if we have more and more people like in the awareness, like, you know what I mean, like, um some people would call it Christ consciousness. I feel like that might be the best description for some of us, because a lot of us grew up, you know, like really following the words of Jesus, you know. And the thing about Jesus was he was just very tapped in, you know. So that's what we're being called to do right now, is tap into that greater consciousness, because we have the same abilities that he did. You know, we can heal people. We can bring people together. Like that guy was like a magnet to people with a beautiful heart. You know what I mean? Like he was just so loving that people were drawn to him, and he didn't think less of anyone. He thought everyone was equal. He welcomed everyone. And so I feel like that's kind of our deal too. Like it's not up to us to judge anyone or what they have done or who they have been. You know, it's up to us to just welcome them in with an open heart, because they're seeking the answer, they're seeking their soul. And if you're somebody who has found your soul and you are working with your soul, I feel like there's going to be more people coming, you know, and they might be just drawn to you and like a magnet, you know. So I feel like stay grounded. You're going to have a lot of people reaching for you. You know, protect your energy, create boundaries with people and places. And another thing that always, like, okay, so I just watched this show called The Chosen, and it's about it's about Jesus' life. It was like a huge long series. It's like 3 seasons long, but like what I noticed about it, like I had forgotten so much stuff about him. And so, since that is the kind of the example I'm using is him, you know, whether you believe in his existence or not, the story of him is beautiful. You know, the story of his heart and what he wanted to accomplish with people, and what it was, you know, for them to like understand the bigger picture, you know, like understand maybe the awareness is what I'm talking about, right? Remember too, like about that, what I noticed is like the chosen 12 were all something like something detestable to many people, you know, like One was a tax collector. One was a hooker, basically, you know. The hooker was the first one he healed. The first one. And then he went, you know, that tax collector came right to him. And I was just feeling like every single one of those 12 were not perfect. Every single one of them had regrets about their life, and they struggled with it. And they struggled with it through the whole time. They argued with each other. They were jealous from each other, right? In between the healings, like Jesus would heal a bunch of people, and then he would just disappear. Like he would be gone and nobody would know. The apostles didn't know where he was. He was doing this. He was doing this. So, anyway, I just feel like that's kind of what's happening to us is this Christ consciousness, you know, the awareness of what we're really capable of. And I feel like that's kind of what his message was like, you know, maybe he didn't tell everybody they had the ability, but I don't think we have it until we tap in. And I think it was trying to help people tap in. And I think that's what we're trying to do too. Tap in and realize the bigger picture. So get ready, because I feel like we're being called to step up and lead. You know, if you're here watching this, you're one of us. You're one of the people being called. And so I kind of feel like, you know, take some time. Take some time, like practice meditation, practice the breathing, practice gratitude, you know, like every single day, and see what changes, because I feel like there's a big portal open right now, and there's a chance for us to walk into like a new reality, and it's up to us what we create for that reality with our own thoughts. You know, what you think about, you bring about. So my question to you is, what are you thinking about? Are you thinking about the soul family that's coming? The people that are like-minded, the people that see things like you do? Are you thinking about tapping in and finding that higher realm, getting grounded with nature and feeling all that is, feeling connected to all of it, like there is no separation here, you know? Are you ready to let go of the things that you've been clinging to, the false beliefs, the thoughts about yourself, like I'm not good enough or I'm too much of a sinner, you know? Are you ready for the double mission? Because what they're saying is like you're going to channel spirit for other people. They're going to channel messages. You might not even realize you're doing it. Channeling is crazy, you know? And I think we all do it throughout our life. Like it's like where we just say one phrase and it changes someone's whole life. And we don't even remember doing it. We just said something and it changed them. Birthing a new age, new creations, dreaming a new world into being. What we think about, we bring about, you know? So don't forget, this Emperor energy is manifesting energy. And we have 5 planets, I believe, in there. And so I feel like right now is the time to manifest, right? And how are you being called to step up and take the lead? So this is what's going to be happening to us, you guys. We're in this place in time. It's a beautiful place. We're really lucky to be here. I feel like we chose to be here, you know? And I feel like a lot of us have a lot of like knowledge from our past lives that we haven't even begun to tap into. So that is what I feel like. Let's see. Yeah. Hi, Brenda. Welcome. I'm proud of you, Nick. What's coming to me? Manage. And Bittern Road. Okay, I don't understand. Are you just telling me that you're Scorpio born on November 17th? Hello, love from America. Love from America. Okay, so the first person is Minaj, and I'm just going to see what's coming for you, Minaj from India. I'm so grateful to have you guys with me because I feel like you guys have special knowledge in India. I don't know much about your ways, but I wish that I did. Angel spirits and guides, tell me about Minaj. What's coming in for Minaj? I feel like there's a decision coming in for you, and I feel like instead of like overthinking it and like getting in your head, what you're doing is you're immediately seeking spirit in the Hermit card. You know what it's telling me is there's a tower coming in, and it's confusing. Like there could be a decision that you have to make. It could be about your past. Seven of Cups is about confusion. It's about looking at your past. It doesn't surprise me that that's there because Chiron is in Aries too. So it's kind of like looking at past wounds. You know, it could be like childhood wounds or love wounds, you know, but the Eight of Swords came out in reverse. So it tells me that you're not going to overthink it. You're going to go straight to spirit. You're going straight to your higher self and saying like, tell me what to do. What do I got these like? These are like kind of, some are upside down. So let's just see what happens. I feel like there's something saying something to us. Okay. All right. So okay. It's about something that happened in the past. Seven of Swords. This is a pretty nasty looking Seven of Swords. You know what I mean? Like it looks like someone hurt you. And I feel like maybe I don't know. It's in reverse. This is what you're working out. It's almost like you have it's like you're healing from it. You know what I mean? Like if you were out of balance, you're not out of balance. I feel like also like there's some confidence coming in here for you because you're actually seeking your higher self. So I don't know if you meditate, but I could see that happening. I feel like you're kind of going over through some kind of tower moment in your life that happened in the past that was pretty bad and it threw you off balance. It might have confused you. It might have kept you like in your head for a really long time. I don't know what it's about, but I feel like what's happening is you're learning some kind of power inside of yourself. Queen of Wands. This can be about confidence too. This could be about love. This could be about switching around the way you feel about something. Like what I feel like this is might be saying is, you know, this was a burden. This situation was a burden, and I feel like what you're doing is you're just tapping into this unconditional love. I feel like that's what your higher self is showing you. This could be love for yourself, you know, like just understanding like this soul of mine is so beautiful, you know. And I once you connect with that and you feel that unconditional love that comes from yourself, from all that is, from source energy. It's like, I don't know, I feel like you're getting new gifts, like maybe healing gifts too. Like maybe you're understanding the power of your hands, you know, like you maybe can heal people with your hands. But I definitely feel like there's some kind of like tapping in that you're doing here that's opening up your heart chakra. I also feel like you're being kind of like told while you're in this hermit energy. I kind of feel like you're understanding like maybe what your plan is, your soul plan, you know, and you're realizing like all of these things in your past that have hurt you, that have made you confused, that have made you feel like you were stuck, like, right? Because things happen like that, like some kind of like shitty thing, you know? And it kind of makes you go inside and talk to your higher self. And I feel like what you're understanding is like that's your saving. That's what saves you in a way. You know what I mean? Like it saves you from confusion. It saves you from hurting about it anymore. And I feel like it's leading you to like this big, huge amount of love for yourself and for everybody else. Like even the person who hurt you, you're having like a complete flip around about the way you feel about some kind of situation. It turned upside down, you know? So I don't feel like it's hurting you anymore. I feel like instead, what it ends up doing is opening up your heart. That's what I see. It's been part of your soul plan all along, you know. And if you were listening to the light worker message, I mean, kind of fits with that too. Hi, Helen. How's it going? Yeah, Melissa, I'm pulling cards. Let's see. Minaj. Let's see. What's coming? Bittern, are you still here? Oh, good for you. I don't know if is Bittern here still? Bittern Road. Are you here? Nick, do you want a reading? Do you want me to pull some cards for you? Just see what it says. I want to get a different deck. That one is all jacked up. What are the changes coming for me in April in love and career? Well, let me see. Let me get a different deck. I'll get this one. Okay, what's coming in for Nick with love and career? Wow, Nick. Okay. I kind of feel like you're walking away from something. It broke your heart. I think you thought like it was going to be a success, and I don't know if they walked away from you or you walk away from them, but I see a lot of sadness. Nine of Swords, like you're up all night. I feel like you're struggling in some way, struggling to understand your strength, understand your value, and I feel like there's a time, a space in time where you have to like cut off whatever it is that you're sad about, you know? Like it looks like three of a sword, you know? I mean, three of swords. And it puts you into this like nine of swords energy, right? I feel like you saw the warning signs, but I also feel like you felt like it was going to be successful, you know, and it ends up like you saw the warning signs, but it ends up like it breaks your heart. So here's what I'm seeing like, I feel like you're not understanding your value or your strength. And I think it's time for you to um, cut out this worry, this negative energy, you know, because I feel like that's kind of what it's saying where you've been. Like this could have very well happened already. I feel like there is someone coming in because it's a Two of Cups. It's an Ace of Cups and a Two of Cups. So there is some kind of love coming in, but it's after you let go of like this feeling that you have about yourself. You know, like you're not, I don't know, you're just not understanding your value, is what I'm saying here. So as soon as you like cut out that feeling and like realize that one person or some kind of one failed relationship or something doesn't like, it doesn't predict your value, you know, it's a lesson. I'm feeling like this person probably made you overthink things, right? But I also see you going inside and talking to your higher self and kind of making sense of it. And I kind of feel like it's there that you realize, like, man, I got to cut this old shit out. Like, I got to let it go. It doesn't even, it's not giving me anything good. You know, it's not giving me any kind of good feeling. I don't see one good feeling in the top, you know? So I kind of am saying, like, there's someone coming in, but you're going to have to let go of this feeling. And yeah, I think you're just going to have to walk away. I love this Five of Cups. Bye, bitch. It's almost like you just got to, right? I mean, you just got to let this go. I feel like it's kind of dragging you down, Nick. And I feel like this could go, you know, it could be about love, it could be about money. Because, I mean, they're both Venus, right? I did do a Venus reading yesterday, so I don't know if you watched those signs for you, but you might want to. I don't know if I did it yesterday or I did it on the 5th, so it's just like a little ways down when you press the live thing. It's the Venus reading. But I feel like you should look at your rising sign and your Venus sign for that, because that would be about both love and money. I do see love coming in. Tell me about his work. What's going on with work? Yeah, Emperor energy. I mean, Queen of Wands and Emperor energy. So it's almost saying like you gotta have confidence. That's what the Queen of Wands is about, having confidence. And the Emperor too. I mean, the Emperor is a badass. That's where everything is at. All those planets I was saying, Chiron and like so. This thing that it's telling me about could be something old, and it could be something that you're processing right now, you know, and maybe it's Chiron that's doing it or conjuncting somewhere in your chart, you know, and so you're kind of having to relive it and reprocess it. And I feel like it's here where you let this go. It's got a lot to do with meditation and instruction from your higher self with the Hermit card. So I think this feeling that you're carrying around, like I'm not good enough, is really fucking you up. So the sooner you can like contact with your higher self and like understand like how powerful you are, you need to find the Emperor energy. I feel like the Emperor energy is kind of like there with the Queen of Wands saying like you need the confidence in yourself to like take the lead in your own life in love and money. Like the Emperor could be saying like you could start your own business, Nick. And now is the time. Like it is. Everything's in the Aries. If there's ever a time to manifest, it's right now. So all that shit that makes you feel like shitty, gotta go. And you gotta do that within yourself. You know, there's nothing I can do to provide that for you except for tell you, you know, like it's all about tapping into your higher self and reaching in and getting that knowledge from your soul, because we each have a different soul and we each have a different plan. And so I feel like it's important for you to tap in and find out what your specific plan is, because it's telling me that it's for you to be the emperor. So whatever that means. I feel like, do you have a dream? Like yesterday when I was doing the new moon readings, like that's something that came out a lot. It was like, don't give up on your dream, that dream that you've had your whole life. You know what I mean? That thing that you've loved to do since you were a child. Don't give up on those things. Like, because right now, more than ever, with everything in Aries, Aries is the emperor. We can manifest what we want. But do you see why it's so important to get out of the negativity? Because the law of attraction says what we think about, we bring about. So if you're sitting there thinking about all the shit that's gone wrong, you're just going to see more shit that's gone wrong. But if you see all that and then you talk to your higher self and say, where do I go now? I trust you. I trust you, higher self. And I kind of feel like when we actually kind of like just say that and just be like, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready and I'm ready to be guided and led by you, soul. This is your life. Help me help you, you know? Like help me fall in line because this human of mine is scared. And your soul, I mean, it just takes that one thing and your soul is like, okay. I was just waiting for you to like, I mean, because we have to like kind of like welcome the energy, you know? I hope that made sense. Is Joe cheating on me? Let's see. Yeah, I haven't heard from that Bittern person, so they must not be here anymore. So, Melissa, is Joe cheating on me? Oh, God, I hate to answer that question. Oh my God. Yeah. Um, I feel like I'm really like not wanting to answer that for you at all. I don't know why, but I feel like spirit is telling me no, don't do it. Um, what I could do instead is Melissa, what I can do instead is maybe I'll just see what's going on. You know what I mean? How does he feel? I'll ask that. How does that go? Is that okay? Like I feel like the only thing I could do is ask the pendulum and I can't just like give you that answer because I don't know. Spirit's telling me no. Okay, Spirit, can you tell me some messages for Melissa? You don't have to be sorry. Um, 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 Melissa, there you are. Okay, so the dragonfly. Tell me how Melissa's person feels about her. Okay, here's what's coming out. Like, I feel like your person is healing something. Like, I feel like there could be like an addiction, or they're controlling, or something like that. There's some kind of an addiction, and I feel like they're actually like healing from it. I feel like they love you, and I feel like the engagement ring is here. So, what that tells me in this deck is that this person really sees you as someone that they're connected to and they want to be with you. I feel like he feels like every like you guys have mutual love, and I also feel like there's something spiritually going on inside of your person. And I feel like he's not actually telling you about it. Like he's not, I don't know if you guys just don't talk about spiritual things or what, but I feel like for some reason he's kind of hiding his feelings from you. But I think he loves you, and I feel like there is some kind of ascension process going on. Maybe it's because of this addiction card. Like I don't know if he has an addiction, but I feel like the dragonfly is with it, telling me like it's changing. The addiction is healing. Yeah, I feel like it's about a codependent relationship, and what's happening is like a complete turnaround in your person, a complete new person going on. So I don't know what's happening, but I feel like the Phoenix card is about transformation and growth. It's about completely something happening and completely burning all the way to the ground and rising up a whole nother person. I feel like this person's got something, like a they're not telling you, they're hiding it, but I don't think it's necessarily cheating. You know what I mean? I feel like it's more spiritual. Hello. Does that make sense, Melissa? I don't think there's cheating here. I feel like it's more like I don't know. I feel it maybe like codependency, you know? So he could be a person that's been in a cycle, right? And maybe he's a kind of person that's always like sabotaged relationships, you know? But what he really wants is joy and happiness, and I think that's what is happening. So I don't know what you want to do, but I feel like this person loves you a lot. But I feel like there's something going on with him that's got to be, transformed, and I feel like spirit is doing it. That's what I see for you, Melissa. Yeah, I don't see anybody else here, but I do see like a secret. I feel like there's a secret here, but I think it's more about spiritual than anything else. I hope that makes sense for you. I think he's in some kind of crazy cycle with himself. And sometimes all we can do is step back and let someone heal. Hello, Alan. Hello, A. Sup? I'm new. What's going on? Nothing is going on. Okay, I don't see any more questions, so I am just gonna go. Um, I'm gay. Yay! I think gay is great. I think it's okay. I don't judge people. Okay, that's all I got, I guess. You guys have a groovy day, and I'm probably going to come back and do some readings. Like, I still have like Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aqua, and Pisces to do for April, so I'll come back and do those in a little bit. I hope you guys have a really good day. I love you.